Guess who got a message from her Oshi before the stream? Oh. Good evening. Good evening. Hello everybody. Good evening, evening. Grabe. Bro, I miss you guys. And I was rushing to get to my PC after doing all those chores I had. And then when I opened my PC, I saw a Discord notification and I was like, who is this? The profile picture isn't loading. And it's from... The name will be revealed a few months from now. I died on the inside. I was like, oh my god, what? So anyways, good evening everybody! Oi, Lila. Let me get everybody. Good evening po. Thank you for coming. Thank you for waiting. Let me get everybody. Hello, Cheesecake. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Chris. Hello, Gummy. Hello, Master Gundam Senpai Vlog Sir P with Season 7 Ultimate. Hello, Lobster. Hello, Adoboy. Hello, Crabwood. Hello, G-Sarcy. Hello, Yuki. Sana all magaling sumayaw. Talaga. I'm kidding. Hello, Cody. Hello, Sid. Hello. Did I say Gomi? Hello, Gomi. Hello, Luvin. Good morning to you. To me, it's evening. Good morning to everybody that has morning. What? Forgot how to speak English. Good morning to everybody that lives in a place where it is currently morning. You got a message from Coco Martin? Malay mo, galing kay Arjo Atayde. Hi, Mina. Hi, Lubin. Welcome. Bro, today was insane. Buti na lang, nag-schedule ako ng stream. Good thing I scheduled a stream. Because I need to relieve my stress somehow. But, before we get to the good part, aka the good part of the Zatsudan. Kumanta muna tayo mga kaibigan, no? Let me sing one first song. We shall start our karaoke with a very, very, very nice any song that everybody in the mom loves, maybe. Aldab pa rin. Tangina. Guys, may anak talaga ang Aldab. Ang Aldab po, the Aldab love team of the Philippines. They have 2 children, for real. You did not hear that from me. Totally not fictional. I swear. First song is God knows. Ay, gago. Sakit sa tenga. Sorry, bigla nag-play. Our first song. God knows. Sorry guys for blasting your ears earlier. I'm a new streamer. Forgive me. Mabuhay ang Aldab Nation! Tama! Long live Mr. Aldab and Mrs. Aldab. First song God gave me you. God knows muna tayo. Kawaita kokoro de kakenukeru. ごめんね何もできなくて痛みを分かち合うことさえあなたは許してくれない無垢に生きるため振り向かず背中向って去ってしまうんだろうリレー私ついていくよどんな辛い世界の闇の中でさえきっとあなたは輝いて超える未来の果て弱さゆえに魂壊されるように My way 重なるよ今二人にKARAOKE, feel free to send in yellow hearts and sunflowers while I am singing. Kind of like pen lights po. Parang anime. Shush. Anime talaga. Hindi lang parang. Todokte atsu ku naru omoi wa genjitsu 溶かしてさまよう愛って気持ちに理由はないあなたへ溢れ出す Love in you せめて美しい夢だけを描きながら追いかけよう For your lonely heart やめて嘘はあなたらしくないよ目を見てこれからのことを話そう私覚悟してる暗い未来だって強くなって運命変えられるかもね My wish 叶えたいのに全てわかるのあなたがいて私がいて他の人は消えてしまった淡い夢の美しさを描きながら現像となぞるだから私ついていくよどんな辛い世界の闇の中でさえきっとあなたは輝いて超える未来の果て弱さゆえに魂壊されるように My way 重なるよ今二人に Godless Welcome to everybody that just came in. Hello, Monkey Pweng. Hello, Antonio. And hi, Rem. Gandang umaga. Good morning, good evening. I'm here to bully. Aba? You can't bully me now. I sang on key. Later on, when I get tired, I'm gonna be singing off key. For sure. At isa pang kanta, Soldier Game. Our next song is Soldier Game from Love Live. Pagurin muna natin ang sarili natin. Let me make myself tired before I do my storytelling later. 地図はゼロここでどうぞ見てなさい私の本気ayaw mag-loading ng lyrics tangina asaan na yasashige na koto masasaya ku mise no kawaii sa janakute tsumetaku tsuyoku mamoranakya dainsetsu na mono tachi 私は誰でしょ知りたくなったでしょならば恋かも私の中には秘密があるとしてそれを君はどうするの It's all a game また会えた時聞こうかな Umaga pala sa ibang bansa It is morning in another country, good sir Unless the whole world is the Philippines. Ayun. 地図はゼロ次の作戦見てなさい私の本気シグナル受け止めて未来をいただく微笑みよりも甘いのは嘘が招いた涙よ儚さもろさ隠してる大切なものなの弱き者なの私と来るでしょ来りたくなったでしょすでに恋だよ私といつかは戦うべき相手あがすなんかと理性かも I'm so the high 負けないからね It's all the game Bro, I forgot how high this song goes Akala ko kakayanin ko siya. Come on! I forgot how high this song goes. Is it too late to key down? There we go. 今が勝負よ私は誰でしょ知りたくなったでしょならば恋かも私の中には秘密があるとしてそれを君は私と来るでしょ知りたくなったでしょすでに恋だよ私といつかは戦うべき相手それは君のwala na off key na ako ito na siya dumating na napagod na after ito I did not expect I would go off key in like less than 2 songs. But alas, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. And that was Soul's Game! And God knows. Inom muna tubig. Let me go drink water. Wala sa jug. Gagi, hindi. O sa Heineken. Long time no see. Let me drink water. Grabe. Hi, Asima. Welcome. Crazy. Today was crazy. Well, the whole week was crazy, but today especially was crazy. Like, yes, earlier morning. This is gonna be TMI. Earlier morning, I didn't expect my period to come, and then suddenly, while I was in class, I was like, why does my underwear feel weird? Tapos biglang, I got up of my seat and I looked at my seat, and there was like blood all over the chair, the classroom chair. And I was like, ah! And then while I was walking, obviously they said, oh my gosh, Lila, you have blood in your skirt. So I was like, ah! Sobrang wild na araw. And then, after that, not only did I suddenly have my period come, but God. God, I don't even know. Crazy! The next theory is gonna be crazy. You thought that was crazy? You thought that was TMI? The next one isn't TMI, but it was crazy. Grabe. I wish your normie life to be as great and we miss you, Forest Bay. Hi! Grabe though, I still got surprised with the results of my questionnaire, my survey last time. For context, I asked everybody how normie am I on a scale of 1 to 10. And everybody was like either commenting 9 or 5. Like literally nothing in between. And I was surprised. I was like, oh. Recently kasi, hindi na ako I can't even shitpost. Or like, I can't even like think of funny stuff to tweet. Kasi parang, oh my god guys, I've become normie. I have no personality. Like, for maybe 1/3 of the day. Oh, Lila already sung 2 songs. Are we strapped for time? Hindi naman. Sakto lang. Lalakad ko si Suzy ng 8:30, so maybe that's slightly strapped for time. Oo na, no? Yeah. Slightly strapped for time since we are gonna be running for 1 hour and 30 minutes. I'm used to VTubers talking about the periods. Crazy talaga. Ang daming dugo. Tapos hindi ko in-expect kasi I just literally had my period like 2 weeks ago. Tapos parang ako, bakit meron na naman? Why am I bleeding again? No, what's going on? And I'm like, I should know this medically. But technically, I have meds. And I'm like, maybe it's the meds. But that's so sudden. So I'm like, why am I bleeding? It's because you're a functioning otaku. You're not a normie. Adapted ka lang. Totoo. Alam nyo kanina, ganito. Ay, ang puta, kumakain ako ng hotdog na may ketchup. I'm sorry for making you imagine your ketchup is something else. Also, hi, Lenny. Lila, Pian. OMG, she lives. Lenny, welcome. Now you're walking Suzy early. That's a normie life. Si Suzy kasi recently 8:30 or 9 ko siya pinapaihi somewhere there. Yeah, I make her pee somewhere 8:30 or like 9. Depends on like when was the last time she took a walk. R.I.P. Crazy. Tas ito. Because you guys just came in. Ito. I have a one more good story. Crazy talaga. All of these happened today, by the way. So, ganito. So, since I am the class president, right? So, I have a group chat with other class presidents. And I have, in that group chat, we have one of our professors over there. So, basically, that's the group chat for that subject. For example, let's say, oh, it's the anatomy group chat. Ganun. And this is where the anatomy professor would relay the news or like updates or like announcements to all of the class presidents because we have many sections, okay? Tapos kanina, mag-intrams na kami kasi soon. We are gonna have our intrams soon, like a few weeks from now. And then, that's gonna be like a whole week, right? And then, but the intrams will only run, the intramurals, the sports festival will only run from like Monday to Friday, okay? But we have Saturday classes. So my professor from that class, they chatted all of us in the group chat, all of the class presidents, and they were like, hi, how long is your sports festival again? And then they were like, oh, it's from Monday to Friday. And then the professor was like, oh, what about Saturday? Question mark. And then one of the presidents replied, oh, it doesn't cover, the school festival doesn't cover Saturday, doc. And then it was funny because the doctor reacted a sad face. You know, it's not even a sad face. They reacted to the message with the eyes emoji. How they reacted with this emoji. when they were notified that there might be classes on Saturday. Which is funny. Like, kasi parang siya ayaw niya rin pumasok ng Sabado. Tapos, it felt like they didn't want to go to school as well. So they reacted to the announcement that they might be going to school on Saturday, right? So me, being the comedian that I am, the wannabe tryhard comedian that I am, I replied to the professor and I told them, yung professor na yan bata, by the way. That professor is young and usually jokes around with us. Like with that emoji, for example. They were like, don't wanna go to Saturday. And so what I did as a comedian, I replied, Doc, it's not too late, ... Tapos, PN emoji. Doc, it's not too late to cancel classes. PN emoji. PN emoji. You know, like, just fooling around because all of us were like, oh, this class is on Saturday. PN. And I was just goofing around. And everybody was goofing around. And then suddenly, the professor replied, like, very seriously, oh, but that would get the department in trouble. We must write if you guys want that to happen, you must write a letter to the associate dean. Tapos parang ako, bro, I was joking. That would get the department in trouble, and this might be against the university policies. They will not like that. But if you really want to cancel classes, you can just write a letter to the dean, you know. Ganon yung tono. And I was like, ah. So ang ate mong class president, I gagged. Ako ay, it's that serious? Crazy! Oh, that's not even funny incident. Parang ako, Pero hindi ko alam. Like, I don't know. Kasi may lol. They wrote a lol on the end. They were like, you gotta write a letter to the associate dean if you really want to postpone classes. Lol. Like, verbatim, lol. And I was like, is she joking? Am I getting scolded? And and I was showing it to my classmates. Like, I was showing the chat to my classmates that were next to me. Lol without the dot. Lol without the dot. And I was like, I was panicking. I was like, we were all joking. Why are you suddenly so serious? So I showed it to my classmates. And while I was showing it to my classmates, I accidentally hit the like button on Messenger. Essentially, replying a thumbs up without context. Siyempre ako, dinilit ko agad. I deleted it immediately. But all of them saw, of course. Stop replying with the like emoji. Doc was just wants to inform you guys you're not being scolded. Hindi ko alam eh kasi serious siya eh. Serious with the dot nung una. They had a dot first on the first sentence and then without a dot on the last sentence with a lol. And then I replied with a like emoji by accident. Bobo. Totoo no? Bobo talaga. Tapos edi so all of the class presidents, they messaged me. They were like, Lila Maria, what are you doing? Oh, you're so funny. XD. And I'm like, no, stop. Ayaw ka na. Siya po din. Si Lila po kasi muna, hindi po ako. Ang ginawa ko, I replied to them and I was like, oh, I was just kidding with the cute smile emoji. And I'm like, see you this Saturday. Cute smile emoji. Biro lang po, Doc. Smile emoji. Asan yung smile emoji? Ayan. Biro lang po, Doc. See you on Saturday. Smile emoji. That's what I said. And then the professor laughed. And then thankfully, the other class president was like, sayang nga po eh. Yung intramurals namin, hindi pa pinasok ang Sabado. Ha ha ha. Intrams week daw, pero hindi naman buong week. Gumanon sila. The other president saved me. And they were like, they essentially doubled down on a joke. And they were like, the admin is funny for not including Saturday, even though it says Sports Week Festival. But Saturday is part of the week. Nagganyan sila. They doubled down and helped me. And then, luckily, the professor reacted with a laughing emoji on both my message and the other president's message. And then the professor was like, ano sabi niya? Yeah, back in my time, the In-Jams week was an actual week. The sports festival week was an actual week. Lol. So, in the end, we were able to save the situation. What does biro mean? Biro is joke. Biro lang po. It's just a joke. Yeah. Who sent the letter to the dean? Nobody! Nobody sent the letter to the dean. They just... The professor proposed it. They were like, oh, but we can't cancel classes, you know? Because the dean will get mad, but if you want to write a letter, why not? Lol. Dot. But I was like, is she being, like, passive-aggressive? Like most doctors? Or is she being like a normal person and just being objective? Yeah, joke lang and biro lang is the same. Biro lang is more formal. Because if you say joke lang po, it's like, oh wow, close tayo. Are we close? Yeah. But when you say biro lang po, with the po, it's like formal, more formal. Me thinking about the tone, you know, guys. I don't want to offend no more. I'm never gonna speak in that group chat ever again. You will not see me in the class president group chat ever again. Anong biro-biro pumunta ka sa din? Yeah, biro is somewhat a direct translation, so it's just a very, it's a deeper Tagalog word. What are you doctors trying to act like liars suddenly with the actually? Nakakatakot nga. Eh, hindi siya ganun. That young professor is usually really like fun. They're very young and they're also an alumni of that medical school. So they kinda, you know, get along with the youngsters. So yun. It's actually a sports week festival because you have been deemed weak and unworthy. Ang hirap maging president. But it's a canon event. Ang aking realization, I accepted the class president position because our original president got elected as a student council officer and I was the vice president. And they were like, Lila Maria, you must be the president. And I'm like, guys, my personality is not type A. I am very disorganized. And they were like, no, Lila, it's okay. We trust you with our lives. And I'm like, I will do my best because I want to be a type A person. And I've been trying to be a type A person. Being like organized. Being with the Excel sheet. Because I wanted to be organized. Apparently, it's not that easy. Ma'am, why do you give yourself so much extra work? To be fair, the VP work was actually more tedious than the president work. The president work, you have to talk to a lot of people. But the vice president work is essentially secretary work. So, I just have to talk to more people now. Last time I was just stuck with more Excel sheets. And looking at proofreading school-wide reviewers. But now, I get to talk to people. Crazy. Oh no, I only see one song. I missed a lot. Oh, actually, you have two. She's being an informative prof. Plus, it's a win for her. Yung students file, not the prof. Totoo. In the end, I realized she really was just trying to be objective. Sobrang out of character kasi nang magiging objective niya. Usually, hindi siya ganun. Usually, that professor is like not objective. They're usually like, okay, let's move the deadline. I'm too lazy to check. Lol. Ganun siya. Or like sometimes we have an 8 a.m. class and they'd be like, by 7 a.m. they'd be like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna arrive there at 9 a.m. Lol. Ganun sila. Kaya nagulat ako biglang, serious. Serious si ate mo. Crazy. Crazy. Hello, beautiful Lila. Hello, newbie viewer here. What's going on? How are you? Hi, Lord Beast and Garbear. Welcome. And Rocky, welcome. Next 45 minutes of yapping and 2 songs. It's over. Welcome, man. Ang aking a good TLDR is I sang 2 songs. I suddenly had my period and I bled all over the classroom. And then my second story is I accidentally joked with the professor thinking it would land well. It did not. I embarrassed myself to the point that all of the class presidents PM'd me, laughing and telling me I was crazy. And then eventually it all worked out in the end. So the joke wasn't that serious anymore. Lila is asking if she is normie. Also Lila with the social life, regularly touching grass, med school and now class presidency. Yeah, Filipino time. They usually go to school at like 9 a.m. or like 9:30 for a class that's 8 a.m. Ganon sila. Doc, Lamau, it's not so serious. Lila, oh, haha, that's funny. Doc, why have you insulted my ancestors? Prepare to meet the crossbow at 8:30 p.m. Saturday outside your house. Oh my, why you spill too much ketchup, they asked. Dami talaga. Tapos, nakakatawa pa. Usually kasi, I don't know if this is the culture overseas. Oo nga. Is this the culture overseas? Like, if you suddenly bleed through your skirt, people would like lend you a jacket so you can cover up the blood. Is this how it goes? Sa amin sa Pilipinas, ganon. So I bled through my entire skirt, right? As in, dugo, blood, ganon. And then I was like, fuck! What the fuck? And then somebody lent me their jacket so I could hide the blood stains. Tapos natawa lang ako. I laughed because the person that lent me their jacket was somebody I was really judgmental about. Like, I hated them because they were like mostly annoying and usually unorganized when it comes to like med school tasks. Like, they don't take stuff seriously and they're really hard to talk to. And then they lent me their jacket and I'm like, oh, thanks po. I think any sane person would lend someone a jacket or towel or something. It's like the commercial for pads. Oh. And that's how it goes in school. That's the norm. Yeah. What a hater. I know, right? So, ayun. The jacket is next to me right now and I'm just looking at it like, sorry for judging, I guess. Kupal alert! Lila Maria, kupal alert. It is what it is. I'm trying to be less judgmental now, though. Stop hating people for superficial reasons. You already are an adult. Rather than hate, it's more of like, I don't like... I interact with them when I need to, but when I don't need to, I just greet them like, hi! Hi! Ganon. Tapos, pero pagka-work ko siya, sobrang ano talaga. When I get to work with them, it's like, oh. Did you feel bad? Yes. Of course I did. Are you gonna judge patients later? Oh no. Maybe. No. The dad in me came out. No bro, it's okay. It's real talk. No, keep hating. two types of people, ladies and gentlemen. Tapos sasayaw kayo ng wingless pads of careless. My Oshi is so shallow. No, I'm not. Guys, basta ano siya katrabaho. Like, it's like a bad co-worker. Like, you like them as a person. Kinda. But when you get to work with them, it's like, ugh. Like, they just have bad work ethic. For no valid reason. I mean, I talked to them about it. I was like, why are you like this? Ganun. Like, hey, do you need help? Ganyan. And they were like, oh no. No, I'm good. It's just that, I just have... Ganun. Random stuff na ganun. Now, make sure you give them the snack or something when you give the jacket back. I know, right? I'm gonna wash the jacket too. Now, gold digger yarn. Oh, hindi ah. Now your scent is all over their jacket. Speaking of scent, you're gonna laugh. But I have another fun story. Tagal ko nag-stream, ang dami kong kwento. I didn't get to stream for like 10 days apparently according to YouTube. So I have so much stories. Why are you like this? Jesus, I would drop out and go to the mountains. Hindi naman ganun yung wording. Pero parang ganun na nga. Siyempre, mas maganda pa yung tone. Basta last year kasi, kaya ako nainis sa kanya. Wait lang, mamaya. Yung scent muna. Balik tayo sa scent. Fuck. I have so much stories, I don't even know how to organize all of them. Sige, let's continue first with the reason why I didn't like them. Ganto kasi yun. This is how it works. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, listen up. Last year, we have a activity for our finals in community medicine, where you have to go to a community, malamang community medicine nga eh, a community, and then reach out to the barangay, the local government, ask for permission to do like a health survey, ganyan. Tapos, after asking permission for the health survey, that's the time where we get to roam around the community, knock on everybody's doors with the help of like the government officials, knock on their doors, and we are gonna be like, hi, we are students from toot toot toot. We're currently conducting a health survey to see how your community is doing and how we can plan for like better health in your community. This will take 15 minutes of your time. Are you prepared? Ganon yung finals namin, essentially knocking on everybody's doors and asking them about their health, blah blah blah. Ganon siya. Tapos for some reason, di ba vice president ako? So I was vice president then. Tapos yung dude na yun, that person, they were responsible for like the logistics of stuff. Pangit ng logistics namin. Like, sobra. Even though we were like telling him, bro, you can delegate work for us. And they were like, no, it's okay. Tapos yung mga hindi niya na-delegate, aba, it all ate him up in the ass. Which ended up eating all of the class in the ass. Ano ba example? Parang, that finals activity, we had to work with like another class, another section. And then he was the one that was coordinating with that class on how to divide the entire community. For example, we'll interview block 1 to block 10. And then our class will interview block 11 to 20. Tapos parang habang nag-i-interview kami, why is that section taking the blocks we're supposed to interview? And then the dude would be like, actually, we changed the setup just earlier. We're gonna be interviewing block 5 to 15. Maang ganon. Parang ako, ano ba? Hindi ka ba nag-iisip? Ganon. Parang ako, hindi mo ba yun na-announce? Parang wala ka bang pasin-abe? Ganon ako. So yun. Kaya ako nainis sa kanya kasi ganon siya magtrabaho. That's why I hated them. Well, not really hate, but like more of, I didn't like working with them. Cause they were like hard to work with. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you not being on the same page for all of us? Ganun. Why are you not notifying us of like new things to do? Like, we are adaptable, but let us know Ganon. Annoying siya. Oh, ang gulo. Impeach! 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 Gulat nga ako hindi siya na-impeach this year. I'm surprised he didn't get impeached this year. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy for me. Also, hi, Rilo. Lila was only gone for a week. She's sharing stories like she haven't met us for a while. 10 days, it's like a month. Totoo. Guys, totoo. Nababaliw ako pag di ako nag-stream. Ang aking recent realization din ay... My recent realization is... I don't get to show like the maximum level of my personality in med school for like 3 out of 5 days. For the 3 out of 5 days, usually I have no personality. Only for the 2 days does it actually come out. So yun, mataas yung pride niya. That dude has a high pride. He didn't wanna delegate work. And then because he didn't wanna delegate work, he keeps forgetting to communicate like stuff that needs to be done, or like stuff that had been changed and will affect everybody's activities. And yet we will be doing like the old announcements, like the old delegations, and he'd be like, oh, actually, we didn't need to do that anymore because actually we have something new to do. Ganon! Ganon siya. Gigil ako. Gigil talaga ako nun. Ako yung nang-away sa kanya. Ako ang nagpasimuna ng... Hindi naman siya open forum, but more of like, I chatted him in the GC, and I was like, bro, what are you doing? Genuine question. Like, do you need help? Because this is not working out. Po? 8:30. My mom is telling me to walk Susie. That's why when that happens, you take over or start your own. So yun nga, well, you can't really start your own because it was like a finals activity for like the whole class. Like there's only one output. Yeah. Walk the Lila. No! Pero yun, Lila has become a kwento machine. When somebody stalls just because they think they can finish, ayun nga. Crazy yun for me. It's crazy. Speaking of stalling, let me check the daybreak Discord if I need to do anything. Wala pa naman. Okay, wala naman. Hehe. Nothing to do. I think we can schedule this. Should I schedule it now? Teka. Hindi, actually, we shall do it later. Let me just send a message to Ryan. Which one do you like more? Wait lang dyan. Wait lang. Let me just make sure Ryan and I are on the same page so that I'm not a hypocrite shitting on my classmate. Meanwhile, me. I personally am fine with both. But I think the first one would look better with a small drop shadow. Tag Ryan Valerius. Sana hindi siya tulog. Kung tulog siya, okay lang. Something daybreak coming up? Question mark. Lila, it's okay to switch to a Zatsu if you're not gonna sing. Ay, kakanta na naman ako. This is the freedom of the karaoke stream. Where I can just sing when I feel like it. And chat when I feel like it. This is the culture. This is the highlight of each karaoke. Did you really mean it when you said in your title, do not bully? Hindi naman. Sakto lang. Maybe I enjoy it. Maybe you guys don't. I don't know. Schedule it now. Bro, what are you doing? Do you need help? Ay. Stop parroting what I'm saying! Stop bringing it against me! The reverb Zatsu experience is peak. Hey. Trademark. Oh, also, Lila, random question. But in using tampons, what do you think the client is at risk it for when they use it? Bakit may risk? they are at risk for shock, septic shock, or like shock in general. Cause they are at risk for super antigens. If you have a tampon up your ass for like a good amount of time, 8 hours for example, 8 hours or more, there's gonna be lots of buildup of bacteria. And you know, when bacteria are up your ass, in normal amounts, it's fine. But if they proliferate way too much, they are gonna produce metabolic byproducts that will affect your vagina's pH level. And depending on what kind of species might grow there, which I forgot, it's gonna be more acidic if they produce lots of like lactic acid or something. And then it's gonna make them proliferate more because, oh my gosh, guys, we love the acid. And therefore, more bacteria, more damage, more inflammation. Break your organs, die of septic shock. They might put it in the wrong hole. Is that the risk? Shock when using tampons? You should hook it up to that electricity. That's right. Nakakainis! I will strangle you! No. Septic shock is what happens actually when there is many bacterial organisms in your body that shouldn't be there, and they produce many toxins, and these toxins will produce a bad effect on your organs. Do you just imagine the worst case scenario? Oh, yes. No, actually, it's not the worst case scenario though. Like, it's common. Actually, fun fact, actually, that's the reason why they took off the market super absorbent tampons in the USA, because more people, more women were dying of toxic shock syndrome. Fun fact of the day. Now we're in TMI territory. Bro, fast forward to septic shock. Akala ko septic, toxic shock pala. Toxic shock syndrome. There we go. Yeah. Lila, pag pumikit ako tas wala akong nakita, okay lang ba yun? Ano daw? What did this man mean by this? Nakakainis na nag-comment ni Lenny though. Fuck, Lenny's joke. It's so unfunny. Why are we all laughing? Dying isn't the worst case scenario, Lila Maria 2025. Well, you can treat it, but it can get more worse. Good. You should become the most annoying actually person in any given room. That will be your job. That's why they took out the super absorbent tampons. Pili ko same tayo, Prof. Lila. Online naman din tayo ng Prof. Pupuntang Mindanao. Tampons aren't very common here for that reason then. Knowing Filipinos, they will definitely leave it for more than 8 hours. Oh, actually, may bagong actually. Actually, putting your napkin on for more than 8 hours too can help you develop toxic shock syndrome. However, there's a lower risk because the bacteria has to travel all the way to the vaginal canal in order to proliferate. So, you know, that's additional work for them, additional deaths, you know, because they don't get in there immediately. Compared to tampons being up your pussy, wherein they already have the perfect environment to cling on your mucous membranes and produce toxins. Meanwhile, when they're just in your underwear, like normal pads, they'd be like, do I climb up the vagina? Maybe not, maybe yeah. So, yun, there is less risk for toxic shock syndrome, but it can happen. Yeah, just like diapers. Exactly. To be fair, if you commute somewhere for 3 hours, do your job, school for 8 hours, and then go 3 hours back, I can imagine it will be easy to forget to keep the 8 hours in mind. Yeah, it is though. Sometimes I get to change for like the worst case scenario is like twice. Tapos yun nga, kahit kapag mahina na, kunwari, if my period is like weaker now, like, let's just say, it won't fill up an entire pad. Minsan din ako nag-napkin kasi nga, baka malimutan ko lang palitan yung napkin. If I get too busy, I don't put a napkin anymore or like a panty sheet. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna raw dog it because if we don't have time to change it, might as well just make it more healthy. Do I climb up the vagina? Me, probably. Yeah, higher risk for UTI though since it's closer to the urethra. Congratulations! Kayang-kaya na mag-board exam! We are learning how women works. Yes. Twice, so 12 hours is the limit. Uy, hindi. Boy pa naman ako. But that's the worst case. Yes. Kinda. Yes. Actually, guys, women have to wash anteroposteriorly in order to avoid UTI. What? So, for example, if I wash my ass after finishing a big dump, I'm not supposed to put my hand beyond the anal hole. Like, I should not touch the perineum and forward. Perineum is the skin between the ass and the vagina, by the way. So you're not supposed to wash your ass touching the perineum, going to the front, because if you do that, you are spreading the bacteria from the anal hole towards the perineum and then towards the vagina and then eventually towards the urethra where the pee comes out. And sometimes the bacteria are like, I see a hole. I can get in this hole. So they climb up the urethra where the urine comes out. And they're like, oh, this is a nice environment. It's time to multiply. See, they will multiply and it is not a good feeling. It has happened to me. Yes. Do not double dip. Yes. Buhay pa naman ako, so you're waiting. No. Pero yun nga, nakadalawa ako. Pero to be fair, oo nga no, nakadalawa lang ako na yun. Kasi sobrang busy nga na yun, ang daming nangyari. Crazy. Well, to be fair, I think I will excuse only changing pads twice today. Because I wore my first pad at 10 a.m. And then I changed it before I streamed, which is like 7. Yes. So there was a 7 hour. I forgot how to count. Oh! 10 to 7 is a 12-hour gap, no? No! Wait! Bobo, 9. Wait, tama ba? 9, di ba? 9. It's a 9-hour gap between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. Yeah, because like 10 plus 10 equals 20 and 20 in military time is 8 o'clock. Me forgetting how to do math live on camera. Cozy hole. Some back here 2025. Did you put an alarm? Did I put an alarm? No, I haven't. Nilakan ko si Susie mamaya. And I'm supposed to go to the gym today because I went to the gym nung Monday. And I won't be able to work out much the rest of the week. Si class press naman. How has school been, Lila? Is it fun? I hope you got over losing your scholarship. Aww! Thank you for asking me about my scholarship. I actually haven't thought about it. Like, the entirety of September. I haven't actually thought about it. I have no thoughts about it if you ask me now. But I've been genuinely enjoying med school. Like, I haven't reached the point where I was like, fuck med school, I fucking hate this place! Ah! Or like anything similar. Or anything milder than that. Lagi akong, good day. Been tiring, but I learned a lot. Good day. She moved on but she was reminded. Hindi, okay lang. Like, hindi ko naman siya tinatakbuhan. I wasn't running away from it anyway. Weird talaga. Let's talk about it. Cheers. You have a lot of things happening to you you may have forgot. Kaya nga, guys, for the members, if you have a membership, things have been wild in the last few months. So yun ang iniisip ko in new scholarship. Don't forget to slow down sometimes. Lila Maria na nasa malaking motor. Lila Maria 24/7. Do we need to remind you to change pads? No! Bro, I'm 23 years old. Okay lang, Lila. You're a doctor. No worries about mistiming and tablespoon things. Surely. Remove the Moai emoji right now. Mas malaki pa yung motor kaysa kay Lila Maria. I miss you, Lila. I miss you too. Welcome to Kenta and Cody. Welcome, Kentaro. It's been a long day. It's been a long day indeed. Then with the pads and the motorcycle, dang. Talaga, that's aura, bro. That's aura. Grabe. Pero ano? No, I seriously haven't thought about my scholarship that much. Ano siya, ang pinaka-recent ko ay I've been doing well for most of my exams recently until there's one professor where I don't even know how to explain him without doxing him. Just I have this weird professor that tangina kay how do I I have a very highly educated professor. He's not a doctor. Like, he's not a medical doctor. But he's very highly educated. So, essentially, he has a PhD. So, he has a PhD, yes. Tapos, yung tinuturo niya sa amin ay hindi pang medical doctor, kung hindi pang PhD. Na kung para ba kaming ay magre-research, wala nga kaming laboratory na maayos sa school. That's crazy to me. Grabe siya magturo. As in, nagtuturo siya, akala mo nagtuturo siya sa school na may laboratory na may molecular diagnostics, whatever. Crazy. I don't know. How do I say that in English? All of that. We have a professor. Because most of our professors in medical school are doctors, like medical doctors, practicing consultants. They have their own clinics, so like they work in a hospital, blah, blah. And then we suddenly have like a PhD professor that's teaching in med school for some reason. And he's very enthusiastic, don't get me wrong. Like, go girl! Sobrang enthusiastic niya, as in, he loves research. I love research too! You guys, I don't shut up about research. You guys don't know me about that. Ganon. Kaso, yung tinuturo niya, if I was still in my biochemistry, biotechnology undergrad, I would appreciate it. But now that I'm in medical school, wala siyang use. Like, the things that he teaches, it's not practical for like clinical practice. You won't be able to use it in the board exam either. Locally or abroad. Ganon ka high level yung tinuturo niya. Yung mga tinuturo niya, the things that he's teaching, ano siya? The things that he teaches is like, oh, according to the 2025 study, actually, this organ is now organ something new function organ. Tapos hindi niya i-explain, he wouldn't explain like the original function of the organ. Like lagi siyang research update on like a traditional topic. Pero you get to use that information maybe 5 to 10 years from now if it gets validated by the rest of like the medical community or like the science community enough to a point where they put it in a textbook. Pero if you learn things like that right now, hindi mo siya magagamit. You can't use it at all. Talo ka. Kailangan mo aralin yung lumang function ng bagay na inaaral nyo. You have to learn like the old thing for everything, since that's what's currently being used in the country. And it's not yet, like the research that he's saying, some of them aren't even like fully published yet. It's crazy. Yeah, he's basically teaching you the chismis equivalent of research. Ganon siya. And I'm like, bro, I love research, but like, this is not it, bro. Then why is it being taught? Hindi ko alam sa kanya. Yun nga, exactly. As parang na-bring up siya. And then the professor was like, oh, it's because the department told me to teach difficult things. Haha. At ako ay parang gagged. Parang ako ay, hindi naman dapat ganito kahirap ito. Pag pumunta ka sa ibang school, tinuturo nila lang normal. And then they would show the research part later on if they wish to do so. But on the exams, they would show like the traditional like function, like traditional drugs for this. Ganon. Oo. Yung mga tinuturo niya ay nice to know. He teaches like nice to know things. But he treats them as like facts. Like real. Unchangeable. Kahit hindi pa siya unchangeable. Even though it's not yet approved by like, the entire community. Crazy. Ay, PhD and very smart, the prof. May pagkaganon nga. Pero matalino siya. Like, don't get me wrong, he's actually like, smart. Like, if he was my professor in like biochemistry, I would be like, oh my God, I look up to him. Pero dahil sa med school kami ay naiirita ako kasi hindi ko kailangan yan right now. Did you catch him laughing alone? Onte. Sometimes. All PhD havers are a little crazy in the head. Yes. Bro wanted to have a Zansu but applied as a professor. You should recommend being a VTuber. Pero yun nga. Essentially, gets ko siya. He wants us to learn because eventually it will be approved in the textbooks. Pero hindi talaga siya practical. Naaralin pa na yun. Did you guys know they found penicillin on Mars? What is the source? So there's this Reddit post. Ganon nga! Except the Reddit post is like an NIH article that's like currently unpublished and you can't access it. Like nobody can access it except him because his peers are the ones that are working on the research. Ganon siya. Like actually my peers found out that blah 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 blah. This is the new information. My peers said so or like I said so like in my recent research. Ganon siya. With permission naman, so it's ethical. He has permission from his peers, he says. So it's ethical. But you know, it's unpublished research. Nobody in the world knows about it. So that's crazy. He should make a time machine using a microwave phone and a banana. One of those citations. Oo, talaga. Pag sinasay, when he has to cite a source on his slide, usually it's from his name. It says like, Lila Maria, 2025. Ganon siya mag-cite kasi nga research niya yun or research ng colleague niya. Matalino siya. Undeniably so. He's very smart. I look up to him. Pero crazy. Na ganon yung tinuturo niya. He says, trust me bro. Right. O sa hi mo, welcome. So medyo ano nga siya, medyo may pagka-crazy. Kasi every time, sinasabihan siya na parang, hala Doc, ano pa yung totoo? Or something. When people ask him like, what do we study? Or like, why are we studying this? It's like, he always says, oh, the department asked me to make things harder for you. Haha. Ganon! So, lalong nakakairita! The source of all of my information is Lila GPT. Oh, damn. You are gonna be having like a lot of misinformation. Be prepared. Chad, how long has Lila been yapping instead of singing? Huwag mo nang tanungin. Huwag na. Ano to? Ang dami kong chat. Oh no. Bro, I just opened my messenger just to check whether my mom has been scolding me. Do you want to see how much messages I have? That's crazy. Sports festival moment. Crazy. Look, take a look at this, baby. Image. Lila, GPT, how long do I boil a potato for it to be cooked? Depending on the texture or the taste that you want, it may take 5 minutes to 10 minutes. Something. 5 minutes if you want to remove just the starch, maybe, question mark. I don't know, I don't cook. Lila GPT does not cook. Look at all the messages. All these blue dots are messages that I have to reply one by one. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. If he cites Reddit as a source, maybe we can be doctors. Send in my Reddit. Just asking, Lila, was your med school affected by the recent national strike? Med schools don't care about national strikes, unfortunately. Wala silang pake. All medical schools are apathetic unless you pay a tuition of 2,100 per semester. Yes. Yeah. Kanina, nakapag-jeep pa naman ako. I was able to ride the jeep earlier. But like, tomorrow and on Friday, I don't know how hard it's gonna be. Thanks, Lila GPT. Is it correct? Let me know. Correct me, please. Lila GPT does not cook. Lila Maria is the only one that's getting cooked. I've eaten my dinner and finished my chores and there's still 2 songs. Pag ako kumanta, kakanta na ako. Eto, gusto ko kantahin to kagabi pa eh. Yeah, there's a transport strike right now in... Is it just in Metro Manila? Or is it the whole country? But anyway, for those who don't know, for those who don't live in the Philippines, yun ang ganap. So essentially, everybody's like, fuck the government! Real! They were like, fuck the government! Cause you're not raising... First of all, you're not raising, you know, the prices for like each transport ride. And also, instead of raising that, you are pickpocketing all of our money. You are pickpocketing taxpayer money for flood projects that are non-existent or like very poorly made. So yeah, there's a national transport strike for that. So yun, crazy. So real, by the way, so valid. Like, nobody can deny, no matter what party you come from, no matter what side you come from, everybody will agree that, holy shit, these people are like the shittiest people on the planet. Ganon. Real and real. Siya. Tayo ay kumanta. Ano ko complex? Sabay ganun eh. Sabay segue. Ano ko na yuki wa汚れた雨に変わってた決断したようで未練があること空だけが気づいて泣いている私の目に映ってるあなたは嘘をついてるあなたに映ってる私は知らないふりした特別じゃないならあなたを見せないでよまだ好きでごめんね願いただ一つこっちを見て沈む船は戻れないそれでも身をほどくにさまよ色づいた雪じゃ愛されない真っ白に戻して今日もかけた月を満たすように優しく足りないもので溶かしてもうすべてはいらないの愛だけが欲しいこのままずっと It's the singing break for the Zatsu I really don't know how to sing like louder by the way so I'm sorry in advance嫌いになれるパズルのピースはあるのに完成するのか怖くて触れず今日も心に隠している宝物じゃないなら大事にしないでほしい乾いた切ない胸にあなたは少し水を出す昔の二人ならどんな目で見つめ合うの何も知らない何も分かってないバカなふり星も消えたこの夜にあなたに導かれた勇気になる知らないバニラが香った時魔法が溶けていくどうか誰かに負けたわけじゃないってこと目をそらさずに言ってよ私が弱かっただけそう思わせて優しい嘘運命じゃなかった二人は来世では会えないでしょう誰かみたいに甘えられたならあの子コンプレックス沈んでも沈んでもいいそれでも恋をしてゆくから色づいた雪じゃ愛されない真っ白 ろに戻して今日もかけた月を満たすより優しくあの子に触れているのでしょうか。愛なんてもいらないよそばにさせてこの海の中。Ang bakit na pagkanta ko for some reason. Nilalamunan ko siya. Like I sang with my throat and not with like my real voice. Question mark? Kasi it's an idol song. Hanap ako pambawi. I will look for another song to sing. For a good replacement song. Papakita ba ako ng nanay ko kapag kumanta ako ng sabotage? Ayoko. Ayoko kumanta ng sabotage na yun. So that was ano ko complex. And then we can sing. I thought that was intentional because our title right now is Idol Sings Off Key. Hindi siya intentional. I knew it would happen. 8:30 na po. Let's go do more 2 songs. Assuming hindi tayo papagalitan. Apo! Shit, ayan na. 多分私じゃなくていいね余裕のない二人だったしbuti na lang hindi tayo kumanta ng sabotageずっと話そうと思ってたきっと私たち合わないね二人きりしかいない部屋でさあなたばっかり話していたよねもしいつかどこかで会えたら今日のことを笑ってくれるかな理由もちゃんと話さないけれどあなたが眠った後に泣くのは嫌声も顔も不器用なとこも全部嫌いじゃないのドライフラワーみたい君との日々もきっときっときっときっと色あせる Lila LGBT, can the government give me 2 million for road projects if I ask nicely? Yes! Actually, most senators and most congressmen already do this by just submitting proposals and gets approved within 90 days. もう泣かされることもないし私ばっかりなんだ言葉もなくなったあんなに悲しい別れでも時間が経っては忘れていく新しい人と悩む君はちゃんとうまくやれているのかなもう顔も見たくないからさ変に連絡してくないでほしいすぐがいいのは変わってないんだねでももしできずにまた少し返事声も顔も不器用なとこも多分今も嫌いじゃないのドライフラワーみたく時間が経てばきっときっときっときっと色あせる Not me singing sad songs, not because I'm sad, but I don't want my mom to hear me when I'm supposed to be walking my dog. Don't forget to hit that like button. 月明かりに魔物が揺れるきっと私もどうかしてる暗闇に色彩が浮かぶ明 書き合い色が胸の奥ずっとあなたの名前の呼ぶ好きという気持ちまた変わる声も顔も不器用なとこも全部大嫌いだよまだ枯れない花を君に添えてさずっと抱えてよWill you ever drag your mom in your stream? No! Absolutely not! No! It's a mom, Lila. She hears everything. Fuck! After this, I'm gonna walk the dog. And then I'm gonna massage my mom. And I'm gonna go to the gym. And then I'm gonna sleep. Yes. So, siya. We shall end here for now. Thank you everybody for coming. Actually, just in time because I think Serena is streaming. She just opened Steam like 5 minutes ago when I saw it on the lower right of my screen while streaming. Hiring Lila to sing my campaign anthem next edition. You want the campaign anthem like the one on my ending screen? 2 songs? No, it was 3 songs. Excuse you. Guys, hinihinaan ko yung boses ko. I am speaking in a quieter voice so my mom doesn't get mad. Oh, I have to walk Susie. But thank you for coming to the pseudo karaoke stream. I think this is an actual record, by the way. Cabbage is right. We've only sang... No, we sang 4 songs. Is this a record? What song was that again? Ano ko, Complex and Dry Flower. Guys, it's 4 songs. I have no idea if this is a record or not. Have I done a shorter karaoke stream? I have no idea. Walking Lila time. Ang aking tanong guys ay, I was supposed to bring this up earlier, but I will bring this up now while ending the stream. Ito yun. Ang aking tanong ay, because I'm gonna be sleeping, right? Should I wear deodorant when I sleep? Because when I wake up, I'm stinky. Apo! Ako, ayun na. Bye. Otsulila deshita. Sagutin niyo na lang po.